basically I found nothing. That's what the problem was.
As the effects of red tide appear to be improving at Suncoast beaches, a look underwater at what's happening beneath the surface. Plus, why you might want to plan for your Labor Day to be spent indoors, and a drowning in a Sarasota neighborhood now under investigation. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 6:30.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our show tonight, a tropical storm watch now in effect for parts of the state. With an update on what's happening in the tropics, let's go right to Wendy Ross with a first alert weather update. Wendy.
And Adam, this is our system. This is the one we've been talking about. It's showing a little bit better signs of organization today, and so as a result, tropical storm watches have now been put into effect from the border of the Panhandle westward, and now this area is becoming a little bit more expansive. As you can see, it was in effect for along the west coast of Florida, and now it looks as though it's moving on up towards the Fort Myers area as well. So this is going to be a changeable situation over the next couple of days, especially as the system becomes better and better organized. And now it is looking as though it's a 70 to 90% chance that it will become a tropical depression probably by tomorrow, and even a tropical storm is likely once it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. So that's something we're going to continue to watch. This is the system right here that we're most concerned with. Of course, we also have Florence that we're watching. Now we have a third wave that has come off the coast of Africa, and so that's something we'll continue to watch for you as well over the next couple of days. In the meantime, right here, most of the showers have moved out into the Gulf of Mexico, and we're just getting some occasional rains that are coming across the state right now. Adam?
All right, thank you, Wendy. Now to a developing story in Sarasota. Detectives are investigating a drowning near several homes in Newtown, taping off an entire area near Coconut Avenue and 23rd Street earlier today. Police say someone walking nearby spotted an unconscious man around 8 this morning in a creek behind homes and called 911. At this time, the victim has not yet been identified by police. An Amber Alert has been issued for a 2-year-old boy from Key Largo after his mother said a stranger offered them a ride and then knocked her unconscious, leaving her in the woods. The pair had been out walking on Saturday night when 2-year-old Jordan Bellevue was taken from his mother. Authorities were notified early this morning when the mother said she woke up after being knocked out. Investigators believe Jordan may be with a 25-year-old man named Antoine. Antoine has brown dreadlocks and gold teeth. Both could be traveling in a white Toyota Camry. Closer to home, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help locating a missing teen. 14-year-old Lauren Hildebrand was last seen around 8 last night when she left her house to walk to the University Town Center Mall. Her parents say she never returned home. She was last seen wearing jean shorts, a black hoodie, a floral blue tank top, and white Vans shoes. Now to a first alert traffic update. Last night we warned you about a vehicle versus pedestrian crash at an intersection of US 41 and 66th Avenue West up in Bradenton. Now the Florida Highway Patrol says charges are pending against the driver involved in that accident. The victim, a Manatee County resident, is in critical condition at Blake Medical Center in Bradenton. Troopers say the man had been attempting to cross 66th Avenue West when the car hit him. The Northport Police Department is asking for your help tonight identifying a man they say tried to scam a local convenience store. Police say this man, pictured in surveillance video, walked into a Circle K located at Sumter Boulevard and Price Boulevard around 11 this morning. He picked up 3 cans of Fix-A-Flat off the shelf and then tried to return them for a profit. 4 people are missing and a dozen more are hurt after a boat crash on the Colorado River overnight. A witness says one of the boats was speeding on the wrong side of the river and hit the other boat head on. One vessel quickly sank as first responders rushed to that scene. The current so strong, rescuers say they found survivors as far as 5 miles away. None of the boaters were wearing life vests. We are learning more about Thursday's deadly collision between a Greyhound bus and a semi in New Mexico. Authorities say at least 8 people were killed in that crash on Interstate 40 near the town of Thoreau. This weekend, officials releasing the names of 5 of the people killed. Here is a look at new images into our newsroom tonight of investigators with the National Transportation Safety Board on the scene of that accident. They appear to be taking a closer look at a tire that blew out on that semi-truck, causing the vehicle to cross the median and strike the bus. Survivors now speaking out about their experience.
My face eats the seat in front of me. I sit back, see the body fly over me, and it just looked like an A-bomb went off.
No charges have been filed at this time. Greyhound says its bus was traveling from St. Louis to California when the accident occurred, while the semi was en route from California to Tennessee. At least 11 people were killed and 37 injured in a bus crash in southern Ecuador on Saturday. The bus was traveling from the town of Cuenca to the town of Loja. Here you can see that bus overturned with heavy damage. Authorities say the driver was at fault for driving over the speed limit. And for the latest breaking news across the world and right here on the Suncoast, as well as your first alert weather forecast, you can just download our news app, and you can find it in your app store under WWSB or My Suncoast. Well, underwater video of our local waterways has been getting some attention recently due to the persistent impacts of red tide on the area. ABC7's Erica Jackson joins us now live to show us what the man who shot this video had to say about it in the waters near our shoreline. Erica?
Adam, good evening. This diver's video has been getting plenty of attention online. We've seen the dead sea lifer ourselves above the water for months now, but this man noticed very little life at all beneath the waves. Kurt Bowen took his first underwater trip through Sarasota Bay in late August, only spotting some stone crabs, a toadfish, and 2 live fish. A few days later, he went out again, finding similar conditions, at least just a few miles into the Gulf.
Everything was dead, all the way from shellfish, crabs, fish, plants. Even the crabs were trying to get out of the water. They were climbing all the way to the very top of it, whatever they could get to just try and get out of the water.
Now, he says the trip wasn't all bad, and coming up tonight on ABC7 News at 11, we'll share what he saw offshore that left him optimistic that our marine ecosystem will bounce back just fine. Reporting live on the Sarasota Bayfront, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you very much, Erica. And more optimism for beach conditions, which appear to be improving in our area. Mote Marine Laboratory's latest beach conditions report showing slight respiratory irritation in some dead fish at only Manatee and Coquina beaches. Right now, you're watching video that was shot earlier today on North Casey Key in Sarasota County. The same conditions are being reported at Lido, Siesta Key, and Venice Beach. While there's some dead fish at the North Venice Jetty and Nokomis, Mote is not reporting any respiratory irritation on those beaches. And you can see all of our continuing red tide coverage in one place. Just head to mysuncoast.com/red tide. Senator John McCain laid to his final rest this afternoon following Saturday's moving and emotional service that saw both Democrats and Republicans side by side mourning the American hero. As ABC's Chuck Sievertson reports, the president was not among those in attendance.
Pilots flying the missing man formation in honor of their fellow aviator. Senator John McCain laid to rest Sunday afternoon at his alma mater, the U.S. Naval Academy. His funeral service on Saturday, a touching tribute, but also a call for a politically divided nation to come together.
So much of our politics can seem small and mean and petty. John called on us to be bigger than that. He called on us to be better than that.
McCain's daughter Megan in an impassioned speech offering a sharp rebuke of President Trump.
The America of John McCain has no need to be made great again because America was always great.
The president noticeably absent from the service, uninvited by the McCain family.
The president of the United States, no matter who that person is always in the elephant in the room when they're not there.
President Trump instead spending the day golfing. A small group of demonstrators outside the White House as he left for his club in Virginia, holding signs that read, "You, Trump, are no John McCain." Throughout the day, the president firing off a dozen tweets attacking the media, the Department of Justice, the FBI, the Russia investigation, as well as the souring negotiations with Canada on the NAFTA deal. This as the president prepares for a battle on Capitol Hill this week as confirmation hearings begin Tuesday for his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
And just a reminder, tomorrow is Labor Day, so many places around the Sun Coast will be closed for the holiday, while students in both Sarasota and Manatee County schools also have the day off. For a full list of holiday closures, you can find the information right on our website, mysuncoast.com. Well, still to come here on ABC7, an Inglewood home destroyed overnight, what may have caused the blaze. Plus, severe weather across the nation this holiday weekend. A look at storms in the Midwest and the destruction they have caused so far.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Clogged pores are disgusting. Introducing Dermasuction, the easy way to suck that yuck out of your pores. Dermasuction removes blackheads and dirt from your pores. Just look at everything it extracts. The secret's the gentle vacuum action. Watch as Dermasuction extracts so much yuck, leaving your skin feeling clean and youthful.
The gunk that had been pulled out, I was pretty horrified, but better in the Dermasuction than on my face.
It's almost addictive because you can see all this stuff coming out of your skin that you don't even really know is there.
Call now to order your Dermasuction for just $19.99. We'll also include our small and large body probes, the Sonic Microdermabrasion probe, and the handy travel case, all absolutely free. Order now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-213-9301. That's 1-800-213-9301. Or visit dermasuction.com. So call 1-800-213-9301 now.
A couple in Inglewood is picking up the pieces after their home was engulfed in flames last night. Take a look at the damage this morning. The mobile home located on South Marina Plaza and Hacienda Drive gutted. ABC7 spoke with the owners earlier today who say they have been told by investigators that a lightning strike is likely to blame. Luckily, they were not inside the home when that fire started, and the investigation remains ongoing. A not-so-happy Labor Day weekend for some across the U.S. Much of the country is battling severe weather this holiday weekend, with more than 60 storms reported in at least 14 states on Saturday alone. ABC's Maggie Rulli gives us a look at their destruction.
Severe weather is tearing through the heartland and soaking the east, smack in the middle of the holiday weekend. This massive storm is hovering over parts of Michigan. Tornado warnings issued across the state. In Kansas, gusty winds hit 65 miles per hour and heavy rains pounded parts of the state. Wisconsin, the ground already saturated, is now getting hit with even more.
We have this tree in the back of our yard that we're not so sure about because it's like 200 years old, so we're kind of worried that it might fall on our house.
The storm's postponing several college football games across the country during the first week of the season. In Lincoln, Nebraska, a fan snapped this dramatic picture of the sky lighting up over the stadium, suspending the game between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the University of Akron. And Ohio State's game against Oregon delayed. On the East Coast, flooded roads in Pennsylvania left many stranded.
Don't know how long it's going to take for people to get it fixed, that's for sure. It's going to take a while. Like some of these people, they're not going to be able to get out of their houses for who knows how long.
And downpours in Maryland left many near Baltimore begging for the rain to just go away. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
And soon it may be our turn. We'll see what happens in the next few days, but we're keeping a close eye on sort of the tropics.
And it keeps changing too. It really does keep changing, so you really have to pay attention to what's going on, because now we're looking at an 80% chance for this system to develop, and this is the one that's going to be bringing us a lot more rain over the next couple of days. And there are 3 systems now out in the Atlantic that we're going to be talking about, but the one that is closest to Florida is the one that has our attention. And we've got likelihood of a tropical depression resulting, and this is this disorganized system that's been a tropical wave, and we also are going to be seeing, as a result of it getting better organized and moving across the southern part of the state and into the Gulf of Mexico, heavy rains over South Florida and the Keys. And now we have tropical storm watches that are in effect across parts of the central Gulf Coast area and also down around the southwestern part of our state. So that's what we're looking at right now. That has all just happened since 5 o'clock tonight. And so here's the system right here. It's still around the Bahamas, and it is likely to move into the Gulf of Mexico probably on Monday and Tuesday. That's when we're going to be seeing it. And here are the watches and warnings that have been put into effect. Tropical storm watches now in effect from around the panhandle of Florida westward, and now around the Fort Myers area we're also seeing tropical storm watches that have been put into effect. So these are the areas of concern, with an 80% likelihood that this is going to become a tropical depression over the next couple of days, and a 90% chance in the next 5 days. So this is what we're looking at as this system, which is right here just to the south of the Bahamas, continues to move towards the west-northwest. We're likely to see it moving into the Gulf of Mexico, where it is very likely going to become a tropical depression and then possibly a tropical storm as well. The good news for us is that it is going to be moving away from the state of Florida, and now all of the models are showing that it's moving into the Gulf and up towards the New Orleans area. They already have flooding that's taking place there, so they certainly don't need any of this wet weather, but it does appear as though most of the models now showing that it is going to be moving into the central Gulf of Mexico and then over into the northern Gulf Coast area. In the meantime, we also have Florence, and Florence is not posing a problem to any landmass areas. The good news with Florence, 50-mile-per-hour winds becoming 65-mile-per-hour winds, and once it moves into the central Atlantic, it looks as though it's going to be taking more of a northerly course and not affect anybody and die down all the more. In the meantime, we've been getting copious amounts of rainfall. It's been coming in occasionally across our area, with some heavier thunderstorms earlier this afternoon having moved out into the Gulf of Mexico. And right now we're left with mostly cloudy conditions across the region, and just a couple of showers located well east that may develop and move on towards the west. So that's a likelihood that we could see. For the next couple of hours, we've got about a 50% chance of rain in the forecast until about 8 o'clock tonight. And as you can see, that most of those showers are dying down as they continue to move off towards the west, and then we're going to be left with partly cloudy skies for the overnight time period. Over the next several hours, we've got a 40% chance of rain until 8 o'clock, and then we're going to see those rain chances stepping down throughout the overnight time. And we're looking at temperatures that are starting to warm up just a little bit bit because we had everyone in the 70s, but because of the rains, and now because we're starting to get some gaps in the rains, we're seeing things warming up for some locations. Today, we got up to a high of 91 with an overnight low of 75 degrees, and for the next couple of days, we're going to continue to see this slog of rain. It's going to be with us. As you can see, we've got for our Labor Day a 70% chance of rain in the forecast, a 60% chance on Tuesday, and we're going to keep those temperatures right around 90 degrees. So keep in mind, tomorrow is going to be a wet and rainy day for us, but it's going to be much worse to the south of us tomorrow. Adam?
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Rays have been scalding hot this month, winning 9 of their last 11 games. All-star pitcher Blake Snell had 9 strikeouts en route to his 17th win of the season last night against the Cleveland Indians. The offense scoring 4 runs in just 1 inning to beat the AL Central leading Tribe. Matt Duffy led the charge with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. And rookie utility man Brandon Lowe added a home run late in the game. It's his second since getting called up this month, and the Rays leading big over the Indians earlier today. Well, it's a blockbuster opening weekend for college football, and the party didn't end on Saturday. Coming up in just a few minutes, the Miami Hurricanes, who were a heartbeat away from last year's college football playoffs, open up against number 25 LSU. And Monday night, Manatee alum Willie Taggart makes his Florida State coaching debut against ACC rival Virginia Tech at Doak Campbell Stadium. And IMG Academy alum DeAndre Francois will take over under center for the Seminoles after he was sidelined by an injury in last season's opener. And speaking of injuries, the Super Bowl champs have a bit of a quarterback problem on their hands. Carson Wentz, who suffered a knee injury in the midst of an MVP caliber season, still hasn't been medically cleared for contact. He did not play at all in the preseason and only recently returned to full practice, but head coach Doug Peterson says he's not ruling out Wentz for the opener against Atlanta this Thursday night, leading to an heated exchange with reporters on Sunday.
First of all, I appreciate y'all putting words in my mouth this week, and therefore, I'm not going to discuss it. Next question. Next question.
Who here put the words in?
Next question.
I know, but what reporter here put the words in your mouth?
I'm not answering the question.
Peterson goes on to say he would not discuss the QB or any position publicly. In December, Wentz had surgery to repair 2 torn ligaments in his left knee. His backup, Nick Foles, was the Super Bowl MVP. NFL superstar pass rusher Khalil Mack is now the highest paid defender in league history after signing a 6-year, $141 million extension with the Chicago Bears, including $90 million guaranteed. Mack was traded by the Oakland Raiders this weekend, and their new head coach John Gruden, and the Raiders received 2 first-round picks, among other things, in return. Mack's deal was inked 1 day after the LA Rams signed Aaron Donald to a record deal with $135 million over the same amount of time. More to come here on ABC7. Stay with us.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real. You can recover. It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Attention! On January 1st, 2018, the United States Tax Cut Act officially became law. This law also changes Obamacare. If you are uninsured or struggling to afford your current health insurance, there is now immediate relief. Health insurance that's not high-priced Obamacare is now available. Call the Health Insurance Helpline now. It's free. The cost for health insurance has been a serious problem in America, but now the law has changed. So many people don't get the insurance they need because they just don't call. Don't spend money you don't have to spend. Call now. It's free. If you are uninsured or unable to pay for ACA coverage, call the Health Insurance Helpline now. Get what you deserve. Call to see if you qualify for health care or dental coverage that starts immediately. Don't delay. Call now. It's free. Call 800-307-8167. 800-307-8167. Call 800-307-8167 now.
I'll be right back.
In entertainment news, Crazy Rich Asians topping the box office for the Labor Day weekend. It's expected to rake in up to $30 million over the three-day holiday weekend. A Warner Brothers picture is also in the second place spot. It's The Meg, taking in $10 million in North America over the weekend. And rounding out the top three, Mission Impossible Fallout. Experts say the latest Tom Cruise flick will haul in some $9 million over the four-day Labor Day weekend.
Oh, man.
4
day? I want it to be the 4 day.
movies?
I want it to be a 4 day. Well, Friday, right? Don't they have to count Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
Maybe.
That's what it is.
Sure.
That's what it is. Friday
I don't
night
do movie
night.
ratings.
Well, it'll be a great day to be at the movies because the weather is going to be pretty lousy. It's not expected to be very nice at all. And do pay attention because things are changing. By the hour, they seem to be changing.
Keep you updated.
Yes, we will.